Okay, question number 6. We're going to do a preview here. We're going to review how to add fractions with different denominators. That's what's happening with the actual question, but they are in algebra format, so to speak. So let's take a look at this. We've got 2/3 plus 1/4. We know the bottom numbers or the denominators are different, so we need to fix that. We need to find a common denominator, the lowest common denominator. Most of the time we get that just by multiplying these two guys. So we know 12 is the common denominator. We need to look and see how we went from 3 to 12. We did times 4. So if we do times 4 downstairs, we need to do times 4 upstairs to keep everything equal, to keep that relationship in check. 2 times 4 equals 8. And then down below here, we know to get from 4 to 12, we do times 3 downstairs. So we need a times 3 upstairs so that we don't change or ruin that relationship. We know 1 times 3 equals 3. Now that we have the common denominator, the same denominator, we write that in our final answer area as the denominator. We don't add it or double it up or anything like that. We just rewrite it. And then we add the numerators, 8 plus 3, which is 11. So we're going to use this model to tackle the actual question, which I will write on the board in just a moment. Okay, I did rewrite the question so that it's going up and down. I feel more comfortable that way when working with fractions, with adding and subtracting. As you can see, the denominators are different, so we need to find a common denominator. We're going to end up multiplying these two guys together. So get x times the quantity x plus 2. We need to make sure that we distribute. I'm going to do that in one motion here. I know x times x gives me x squared plus 2x. Now I know that I did x times x plus 2 down below, so I need to do that up above. So I need to distribute the 3 to each of those terms. So 3x plus 6 is on top. Now I'm going to go down below and do the same thing. So I take x plus 2. I already know my common denominator, x plus 2x. And I have to figure out, okay, how did I go from here to there in terms of multiplication? I multiplied that times x. So I need to multiply that times x. So I get x squared. What I can do here is I can rewrite my common denominator. So I looked at the answers, and when they wrote down the common denominator, for some reason they factored the x out of there, which I guess is okay. It's not really simplified form, but then we're going to add the numerators. As you can see, all of these terms are unlike terms, so all we can do is write them together. So we end up with x squared plus 3x plus 6. So there's a lot of work with the variables happening here. You want to be careful with this and go step by step. This corresponds to answer choice D.